Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today, finally getting the big shit on the engine getting taken off. Cylinder heads are coming off, front cover's coming off. Look at that bad girl, that's coming out. We're gonna get the cam, we're gonna get the lifters, which are buried underneath here, and the little lifter trays are gonna come out, and the gasket. And we'll see what else we can get into today, but that's primarily what I want to accomplish today. And let's get started. Alrighty, so we're going to take this timing cover off first, which has 10 bolts around the outside, and there are 2 on the bottom. Let's see if you can see them. There's one there, and we'll get that taken off. Got a new Ryobi little speed ratchet thing, so hopefully that can get these off. So let's knock this out. 10mm socket, should be pretty easy. It'd probably be gooped up down here, but that's what pry bars are for. Alright guys, let's take this off. This little Ryobi ratchet works pretty good. It says it's 35 foot-pounds. Had no problem taking these off. Maybe like 1 or 2, you had to give it a little but worked pretty good. Not bad for 80 bucks. Let's get in here. Do a little pry bar action. Victory! Don't forget to mark your little baggie, timing chain cover bolts. Gonna reuse these. Alright, we got the timing chain cover taken off. As you can see, we got our oil pump, got our gear for the cam, our timing chain. Not gonna use that anymore. This is getting replaced. I want to disconnect this, but looks like I have to take the oil pan off to even achieve that, because there's one bolt holding the pickup tube on. So at least we're this far. I put the bolt back in because I want to get this thing top dead center before I take this aspect apart. So let's move on to the cylinder heads. Okay, as for the cylinder heads go, I'm not sure if there's actually a way to take these apart. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to take it apart the same way it goes together. So I'm going to work the top bolts out, and then I'm going to do basically the reverse sequence of putting the head back on. I'll start on the outside, work my way down, work my way up, back, middle, and so on and so forth. I don't know if that warps the heads or not, so I'm not just going to use an impact gun. I'm going to do it right, take my time, break them loose, each one at a time, and then just get them all out once they're loose, and yank this cylinder head off. You can leave a comment. I don't know if there's a specific way to do this or not, or if you could just friggin' rip them all out. But that's for the seasoned mechanics. I'm just an idiot. Let's start getting these things off. These little shits are 10mm, and these little turds are 15mm. So I'm gonna work my way from here to the end, middle. Take this top row out first, and then I will start in this corner and start busting these in the same order. So I'm going to start here, go up here, go across, down, and you get the point, make my way to the final destination. And then we should be able to take this head apart. But also on top of that, I'm leaving some of the bolts and stuff in the engine so I know where it goes, so when I go to put it back together, it's not a clusterfuck trying to find all the parts and being like, oh, did this go here? Did it go there? Okay, let me get a large breaker bar and start breaking these free. The top one should be fine, but the middle ones, the torque to yield, I think they're like 80-something foot-pounds. I think the top ones are only like 30-something, 40-something maybe. So top one shouldn't be a problem, just the middle ones. Let's dig into it. Now, the big boys. Alright guys, about to lift this head off, so I got this bracket here I'm leaving on to assist me in lifting it up. Got a little bolt here just to kind of get my hand underneath so I can pick it up. And I got my little water catch here because some water started dripping out, so I don't know how much is still in the engine. So let's get this bitch off and see what the inside of the engine looks like. Alright, moment of truth. because there we go. Here for now. Alright guys, cylinder head is off. This is what the inside of my cylinders looks like. I don't know if you can see it, but all the swirls that are in the cylinder wall, they're actually all crossing pretty nicely. So this engine's probably still in very, very good shape. So we're going to take these lifter trays out. Looks like just two probably 10mm bolts. Let's see what we got. So, yep, 10mm. Probably should have done that off camera, but anywho, these lifter trays are ready to come out. Let me just move these bolts over here so we don't drop them in the engine because that would be awful. And these just pull out. Cool. So these just pull out, and like I said, got new ones. This lifter wants to come out. Actually, the lifter already did come out. Cool. So got one lifter out. Don't need this anymore. Yeet. And then just gotta get the lifters out. So obviously you can just shove something in there to take them out. I got a magnet, so I'm gonna utilize that. So we got 1 and 8. One already came out, so that's all 8. They don't look like they're in bad shape. Yeah, everything actually looks halfway decent here. So yeah, like I said, I don't know if you could tell, but I don't know if you can see the swirls in there, but apparently this thing's still in pretty good shape. I'm going to work on getting this side of the engine taken apart. Now the dipstick, this is a 15mm bolt. Mine's loose. I just left it on for cleaning purposes. And I'm going to throw it right back on as soon as I back it out. This thing will spin out of the way. Dipstick just wiggles out. No big deal. Alright, cool. So yeah, I'm going to start getting this side of the engine taken apart. And then we'll start getting the cam sprocket off and get this thing to top dead center so we can have this correctly aligned and all that fun stuff. And then we'll take this off, we'll get the cam out, and we'll keep trucking from there. Alright guys, and just like that, the heads are off this engine for the first time since it was built 20 something years ago. It's kind of a little bittersweet moment. Alright guys, I found my top dead center on this. To give us a little help here, we got this little dot right here that tells you that the cam is good. And then I'll see if I can sneak this in there. There's also a little dot right where the tip of the screwdriver is on this gear. I know it's hard to see, I can't really focus in there, but there's a little dot there. And you want that little dot to be straight up and down with this little dot, and that tells you your top dead center. And when you go to put your cam back in, it's got this little titty. It's got this little tit, so when you put the cam back in and you get this dot and the dot down there to line up, that should line up and these should line up. We'll take this off and then we'll pull the cam. Alright, we're gonna get this cam sprocket off. It is a 10mm socket. There's 1, 2, 3. The chain itself is not gonna come off. It'll lower enough to get the sprocket off, but being that we got the oil pump still in, which will be in the next video, we'll take that out. So right now we're just going to focus on getting this off. So as for now, let's see if this thing will hold top dead center and break free with this. And then we should be able to just pull this out, drop it down. Okay, so the chain's just going to chill down there for now. But we got our little sprocket off. Now there's only one way to put it on. It's very flat on the front side, and the back side has this little raised part, so you can't screw it up. Shouldn't be able to screw it up. I'm dumb and stupid, but I'm not that dumb and stupid. Okay, so up next we got this cam retaining plate. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. They look like they're 10mm also. So we'll back these out, and then we should have access to our cam. Then we'll test out the theory of the water pump bolts going in there. 10mm socket. Okay, we got all 4 of them off. Now we pull this off. Alright, got our cam retaining plate. As you can see, there's a gasket on this side, so I'm definitely replacing this. I'm not sure if my cam came with a new one, but we're gonna find out. But that gasket goes on the inside. Alrighty, the water pump bolts that bolts the engine, which is up here, work very good in the camshaft. So we're gonna give this the old college try and work it out. Now be very careful and methodical when you pull this out. There are cam bearings in there, you don't want to fuck them up. So pull very slowly, lift, wiggle, do what you gotta do, but just don't yank it out because you gotta be gentle. And let's try and take this thing out. All right, here goes nothing, I guess. So grab all 3 of these, twist, pull, there we go. Be very gentle. Don't be afraid to get 2 hands on it. Your mom did last night. Very straight. And there's our camshaft. Okay guys, I just wanted to go over something with you guys real quick. I got this kit, boom, 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 and this is for aligning the timing chain cover and the rear main seal, the rear cover. So with this guy, with the oil pan off, you would bolt this thing up. I don't have the timing chain cover here right now, it's buried in a bag back there. So apparently you would stick this thing on, and this would center it. So when you go to put the harmonic balancer on, you're not jacking up your oil seal in the front and stuff. So just wanted to go over that real quick and just, you know, show you this kit. I got it off Amazon. I don't even think it has a name on it. And another thing I wanted to go over was the size of these bolts. So I got an ARP bolt kit from Texas Speed. I ordered these a while ago. These look like they're not going to work. They are much longer, so I'm assuming that I'm not sure about the generations of the LS engine, but I think we took a gamble that this was a 3 and it's actually a 4. So this is the parts kit right there. That's the number for it. So I think if you have an LS1 from a GTO, don't use that one. If anybody needs ARP bolts for their engine, leave a comment or shoot me a DM on Instagram. I will leave my Instagram page right here, somewhere down here. And you can contact me and we'll work something out. I won't charge you full asking price, a couple bucks, and maybe shipping. But other than that, we're about as far as we're gonna go with this engine today. I'm gonna put a garbage bag over it just so no critters get inside. I mean, I know it's winter time here, but today's 60 degrees, so who knows what's coming to life. And in the next video, we will tackle getting the oil pan off, getting the oil pump off, the pickup tube, and what other little things we may come across in there. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, you know the deal. And getting pretty close putting this thing back together. Yay. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Out.